Right where I need to be. Right where my mouth is.
What the nuts? Welcome to What the Nuts. I'm your host, the Blue Collar Joel. That's It's a Mystery over there. She's on her bullshit this week. Once again, she's on her bullshit. I hope you guys had a good week.
I wouldn't be me if I wasn't on my bullshit.
That's for sure.
You would think I'm sick or something. Like, what's really going on? You're not acting out, woman. What's happening?
Okay. All right.
Hey.
All right. I wanted this episode. I wanted to get into a little something.
A little something?
Yeah.
Just a little.
All right. So you heard about Jimmy Kimmel? You know who Jimmy Kimmel is? Late night with Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's try and be nice.
Why?
Because you'll get fired.
Please fire me, y'all.
All right. So
I'm more of a comedian.
everyone is saying, like, a lot of people are saying that what he said is freedom of speech.
Probably.
Okay. All right. I'm going to tell you right now that it is.
So
It is. Hold on. Though, before you jump, hold on. I want to educate some folks.
Educate.
Yeah. So the First Amendment only covers you against the government. Only against the government. So if you work for Forever 21 and you say some vile shit on the internet and they find out about it, they can cut ties with you. If you, because they got to worry about their brand, basically. The government didn't jump in and say nothing to Jimmy Kimmel about what he said. They were like, okay, you're an asshole, but we can't do nothing. But ABC said, right? They were like, oh, hell no. We got to look out for our brand. That's our brand that he's damaging.
Right.
That's the difference. I wanted to go over a few things. All right. First off, the first thing in the First Amendment is freedom of religion. It gives you the right to practice any religion in this country.
Okay.
Okay. The second one is freedom of speech. Of course, this protects the right to express opinions and ideas without government censorship.
Okay.
Without government censorship. That doesn't mean that your employer doesn't fall under that. Your employer is not the government. The third thing that it covers is freedom of press. Okay? So like what we do.
Okay.
All right? But when it comes to freedom of press, right? You talk about accurate. It has to be factual.
Okay.
You can't just be out there fucking telling lies.
Right.
All right?
Fake news.
Yeah. The fourth part of the First Amendment is freedom of assembly. So that is where, you can get together, you can go march to City Hall, or you could go march to the governor's, mansion or whatever, the Capitol building, right? To air your grievances, right? And the fifth is the right to petition, which is your right to appeal.
Right.
Okay? To appeal to government for a remedy to a grievance. So if you have a grievance with the governor or the government, right? That's what the First Amendment covers. That's it. That's all. It doesn't save you from your job. Getting canned because of some bullshit you said on the interwebs.
Right. And most companies that I know of, when you get hired, you sign a clause that you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do that, and And if you didn't read that or don't care about what you signed, that also.
Well, you got to think about with Jimmy Kimmel. You got to think about ABC, right? They've always been like they've always tried to be like family and trying to be like more.
Isn't ABC associated with Disney though?
I think so.
I think that's why too.
That's probably a good part of it. You know, it's I don't know. I don't know the full story about the Jimmy Kimmel thing. I just heard about it and I thought about something. Someone once came into one of my live streams on Twitch and they said, "Oh, well, you can't be saying that stuff." Well, why not? Twitch isn't gonna do nothing, and they didn't because I have the freedom to say it. I don't damage Twitch's brand.
Right.
Just like I put this on YouTube. I'm not trying to damage YouTube's brand. I'm just trying to give you information so that you might be able to learn something. I've had issues with folks at work talking about, oh, well, you can't say that. Well, wait a minute. The good thing about where I live in America, and I have freedom of speech. But you're not free of consequence. Remember that. You can say whatever you want, but everything has a consequence.
Right.
So
everything you say or do has a consequence. For sure.
And here's the funny part. So before we went live, or before we started recording this, I decided, well, I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Right? I'm going to ask ChatGPT, does the First Amendment save you from losing your job? That's what I typed in. I didn't type in nothing else. I didn't give it no backstory. Okay? ChatGPT said, so in short, the First Amendment keeps the government from silencing you, but it generally doesn't stop a private employer from firing you over what you say.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So that's the short of it right there. ChatGPT just boiled it all down to, oh, there's all this nuance. No, there's not. There isn't. It's cut and dried.
Yeah. It is what it is. Like, you work for someone else, you gotta follow their rules.
Yeah. So, let's see here. I think I was going to do. Yeah, this is the one I was going to do. Okay. All right, we're going to jump into our stories. Do you have anything to add to anything that I just said?
I agree with you. There's freedom of speech, but I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't like him. So there. Anyone that tries to make jokes on things that happen to someone else or how his beliefs is not a comedian.
Well, okay. The funny thing is, here's the funny thing. If you want to look at Jimmy Kimmel's career. What did he start on?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
Educate me.
You don't remember? Big booby girls on trampolines?
Oh. Okay.
That's how he got his start, being a sexist.
Oh.
But it was okay then.
Right.
But now he's holier than thou. Now he's on late night. Now it's like, oh, I can do all this stuff. So you really gotta take in the full picture of everything. When you don't want to just look at it with a microscope, because then you're just looking at every little piece. But if you look at the big picture,
right,
and you see where he came from, and you see what kind of person he was.
Unfortunately, that happens a lot. I realize that there's a lot of people that are put up high on this pedestal, and everyone loves them, but they never see what they've done before.
Right. All right. Let's jump into these stories.
All right. Is the water cool? Is it shallow?
I don't know. Let's see if we're gonna hit your head. All right.
Been there, done that. Thanks. Yeah, that's why I'm so
Heck
short.
yeah.
I have to be that why I'm so short.
I guess. All right, our first story comes to us from Britain.
Britain.
Yeah,
Can
British.
Can you read it in a Britain
No,
accent? Oh,
no.
bust my bubble.
I don't want to. I don't want to get canceled for cultural appropriation. British man hasn't been able to fall asleep for 2 years.
Bro, he hasn't slept for 2 years. Come on with that bullshit. I almost said the bad word again.
The British man claims that he hasn't gotten a wink of sleep in nearly 2 years. One night, sleeplessness spiraled out of control for reasons no one seems to understand, and Alvis hasn't slept since. He has traveled the world consulting experts far and wide to figure out what on earth is wrong with him. Yet, even super strong sedatives can't make Alvis fall unconscious.
He's a vampire.
Oh my God. He's a
Has to be.
vampire. She's crazy. She's crazy, you guys. She's crazy.
All I know is his eyes must be so puffy. Like, the bags are probably all the way down to his chin if he has not slept. His eyes have to hurt. Come on, bro.
Well, you would think that I'm willing to bet that he doesn't really fall asleep, but he rests enough that his body isn't tired. You know, like me, I work in labor field, right? I do a lot of manual labor, right? So I'm always moving. I'm always picking heavy shit. I'm always, I'm doing stuff, right? So at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm like, let's go night.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm thinking he doesn't really do much, or he meditates somehow to regenerate,
or sleeps with his eyes open and not realize he's actually sleeping, but his eyes are open.
Or he's been in a 2-year dream.
Well, that would be a nightmare to be waking up.
His bizarre condition has led some to believe he couldn't biologically have survived 2 years without any sleep. Certain experts have suggested that he does fall into such a light sleep that it doesn't register to Alvis as dozing off. Like if you're just sitting there and you're like reading a book, right? And you're, like I said, a meditative state, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
You're not really asleep, but you're meditating. So your body is like slowing down. Everything's slowing down, right?
Yeah. I agree with the experts.
Yeah, the experts.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
For reasons he can't comprehend how Alvis became utterly unable to fall asleep, he says now that he hasn't slept a single moment for almost 21 months. Nice.
It might have to do with his name, too.
Alvis?
Yeah.
Oh, like he's a rent-a-car people?
Mm-hmm.
They have to be up 24/7.
Yeah.
At the airport.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's so dumb. I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I said dumb shit like that.
You're rubbing off. I'm rubbing off on you.
No.
Yeah, because I say some stupid shit usually.
No, the stuff you say is kind of funny. All right, we're gonna move to the next story. Okay.
Uh-huh.
We'll move to the next story.
Okay.
Mark Zuckerberg sues Mark Zuckerberg because Facebook keeps banning him for being Mark Zuckerberg. That was a mouthful right there.
Yeah.
That was a mouthful.
So there's a guy with the same name.
Nope.
It's the same guy?
Yeah.
The owner.
Yep.
That's some stupid ass.
So here's what I surmise happened. He put something in the code that was like, "Hey, anybody other than me, right, You can't have more than one Mark Zuckerberg on this. There's no other Mark Zuckerbergs in the world, right? Because people make like fake accounts, like, oh hey, I'm Mark Zuckerberg,
Yeah.
right? And they're trying to scam people out of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking he did some shit to the algorithm, and the algorithm was like, nope,
You're not him.
nope,
Sorry, bro.
nope.
Next. Not today, sir.
So everybody knows Mark Zuckerberg. He's the co-founder of Facebook, the CEO of Meta, and one of the richest and most influential people in the world.
But yet, he got
Instead, we're talking about Mark Zuckerberg. He's a successful bankruptcy lawyer from Indiana, and it is you were right.
It is a different guy.
Yeah. He's a successful bankruptcy lawyer from Indiana, and a kind of big deal in his line of business. And he's sick and tired of getting confused with Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta.
Well, maybe he needs to put his middle name in there instead of the first and last name.
Specifically, Zuckerberg, the lawyer, is frustrated with Facebook. The platform owned by his namesake keeps suspending his personal and business accounts because they figure he's impersonating Mark Zuckerberg. That's even though the lawyer is older than Mark Zuckerberg, the strangely unblinking CEO. In other words, he was Mark Zuckerberg before Mark Zuckerberg was Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, shit. Look, bro.
That's a fucking mouthful right there.
Look, I was him before you were him, so therefore you change your name.
Yeah.
I have rights. I was born first, sir.
He finally had enough. Mark Zuckerberg sued Mark Zuckerberg and Meta in hopes that he can finally be Mark Zuckerberg in peace.
God.
This is horrible. This is bad.
This is so stupid.
It's fucking horrible. Can't believe it. I can't believe it. This guy right here, crazy, insane in the membrane.
Yeah. All he has to do is change his
All he has to do is add a middle name
or
whatever.
initial, or say his middle name was Anthony, put M.A.
Oh, get this. It's not funny. Not when they take my money. This really pissed me off. The lawyer has spent $11,000 on advertising
Oh, shit.
his services on Meta's platform. Yet the company still seems unable to tell him apart from its owner.
Oh, my God.
I'm Mark Steven. He's Mark Elliott. This guy's pissed off.
Yeah.
This guy a little mad, I guess. All right. Nobody believes him. Yeah, man. Hey, I filed for bankruptcy last year. Oh, famous attorney, Mark Zuckerberg from Indiana. You know him?
Oh, Lord.
He's a great guy. He got me $2.1 million.
I wonder if the roles reversed on that.
Right?
What if people don't really think he's a lawyer?
Huh.
It has to be reversed, too. He has to hit it both ways. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's probably what's been happening is he spent money to advertise his business, right?
uh-huh.
And they took his money and was like, no, you're not.
But the people that are looking for a lawyer, they're like, what? This Doesn't he own Facebook?
Yeah, doesn't
And
he?
he's a lawyer? What?
And then they get to the office and they meet this guy and they're like, "That's you're not the same guy."
Yeah. I want my money back. You're not a lawyer.
You're not the same guy. All right, we're gonna move on to the next story. All right.
Yeah. Is it a naked one?
No.
Oh.
Serial ding dong ditcher revealed to be a misbehaving slug.
A slug?
Yeah. So the doorbell rings, but once you go see who the visitor is, there's nobody there. You've been ding dong ditched.
Okay.
Okay. The famous prank is usually associated with mischievous kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, usually it's like, oh, you're the asshole on the block. We're going to go ding dong ditch, and then we're going to throw toilet paper on your house or eggs on your car.
Right.
However, recent events show that you don't need to be fast to get away with it. In fact, you can be as slow as a snail or a slug.
Oh, my.
Residents of an apartment building in Germany called the police when a prankster wouldn't stop buzzing their doorbell late at night.
Wow.
The cops came over expecting to find one or more ill-behaved teenagers tormenting their neighbors.
Right.
However, no kids were arrested that night. The officers, together with concerned residents, soon discovered that the troublemaker ringing the doorbell was a slug that had been crawling across the touch-sensitive activation plate.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Hey, just think, if you left your phone somewhere and a slug got on it, right? It could make phone calls for you. It could probably call China. I'm not kidding you. This is the story.
I'm so done with you right now.
Are you?
Yes.
So, after midnight, the doorbell of Lisa, 30, buzzed. She's not a night owl, so the noise woke her up. Oh, my God.
Slug just want to see boobies.
We just got into bed, she says. However, the ringing wouldn't stop, and Lisa went to check the doorbell camera, but to her surprise, there was no one at the door.
Imagine that. A ghost.
Then my sister-in-law, who lives upstairs, called and asked whether our bell was ringing, as hers wouldn't stop. It kept ringing even as we telephoned. And despite the fact no one could be seen at the door. That's fucking crazy.
So it must be apartments that the doorbell is at the main door.
Right.
And each apartment has its own little ding, and the slug's going down.
I bet you it's like an iPad. They have these new ones now. I went to a house housing tract, I should say. Last week we went to one. And we pull up there, and I'm used to the looks like an old fucking telephone. You just hit the numbers.
Yeah.
This was like a fucking iPad sitting there. You had to fucking bing, bing, and figure out who you're fucking going to see.
Oh, wow.
And like if you were a contractor, you had to have like a specific code for your company.
Wow.
So it was like, it was able to keep track of who was coming and going.
Wow.
Plus cameras everywhere, all that shit. But yeah, so... Can you imagine bugs or slugs crawling across that shit and snails and all that?
Calling everybody.
Yeah. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
It's madness.
Yep. Craziness.
So madness. So are you ready?
I'm so ready.
You need Jesus!
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
You two motherfuckers need Jesus!
Holy Jesus. It's time for Florida Man, yo. It's time for Florida Man. We got a couple of 3 Florida Mans today.
Sweet.
Couple of 3 Florida Mans. I found this one. This one is in Orange County, Florida.
Oh, I almost thought you said Orange County, California. I was like, woo!
Why? You don't like Orange County. You only like Disneyland.
I actually like Knott's Berry Farm. Thank you.
Yeah, that's in LA County, isn't it?
No, it's Orange County. It's right there by Disneyland.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I wouldn't know.
I know, because
I've never been there.
Yes, you have. You've been to Knott's Berry Farm.
I've never been to Not Scary Farm.
Whatever. You went with me.
No, you and I never went to Not Scary Farm together.
Whatever.
You don't believe me.
I don't, because I used to go every year.
I know. You used to go. I never went.
Right.
I never went. I've never been to Not Scary Farm.
Okay.
I'm going to fuck you up.
Right.
Your memory. Hey, are you going fucking senile on me?
Yeah,
over here?
because I'm turning 50.
And
So, yeah.
and
I'm getting senile. I'm forgetting. I can't see things. I'm sneezing and peeing. And coughing and peeing. I'm farting and peeing. Yeah.
Okay. Tow truck. Florida man arrested after he allegedly attacked a tow truck driver towing his girlfriend's car.
Did you say accidentally? Did I hear that right, or am I senile? How do you accidentally?
I said allegedly.
Oh, allegedly. Okay. See, I'm senile.
Maybe I just said accidentally. I don't know. I'm fucking. You were like, You always fucking get on those, like, that little thing that I fuck up. Like, I don't know. Fucking words are hard.
Only for you.
Everybody. Have you heard? All right, so what we know. An Orlando man, Jose Rosado, faces multiple felony charges after allegedly threatening a tow truck driver with a knife and striking him during a confrontation at the apartments.
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous towing cars, you know,
Yeah.
especially repos. So she must not have paid her bill. He must have not been a nice boyfriend and paying her bill for her.
He does not look like a nice guy.
Oh.
Like, if you saw him on the street, you'd be like, let me cross the street. This guy looks rough.
Oh, yeah, he didn't pay her car note.
He did not pay her car note.
No.
According to arrest report, Rosado took the truck keys and fled, but was quickly apprehended nearby. A knife and a set of keys was recovered, and the tow truck driver identified Rosado as the man who attacked him. Yeah, he's charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, robbery with a deadly weapon, because he took the keys, battery, criminal mischief, and petty theft. And this says petite theft. But I know what they mean. It's a typo. It's a typo.
Poquito theft.
You're so funny. All right, we're moving to the next Florida man. Extremely bizarre. Florida man ran over his date after she refused to allow him to smell her feet.
What the hell? People are some weird people.
Oh, man, this is crazy. This is so crazy. All right, Florida man was arrested after a meetup with a woman he met on a dating app. And turned violent when he allegedly ran over her after she refused to allow him to smell her feet. It happened around 2 p.m. at the Serena Hotel in Adventura.
Wow.
Yeah. Investigators say that 28-year-old Elman C. Circle, I guess that's how you say his name, Circle, met the woman through the dating app, seeking and invited her to the hotel. The lady spoke to 10 News, but she wanted to not be, on camera. She wanted to remain anonymous. She said, when I got there, he just wanted to sniff my feet, and I didn't feel comfortable with that. She explained, I mean, you could have my sneakers all you want. I mean, I don't care. I'm not wearing them. And you know, they're just stinky old sneakers, but people like weird things. So apparently, this woman, the woman told police that she told him that it would cost him $1,000 because she's a foot model.
Oh, wow.
And that's her going rate. According to the affidavit, she then said that she had to get them out of her car and excused herself to use the restroom, only to see him run out of the room. Believing he had stolen her belongings, she chased him into the hotel's parking garage and confronted him as he climbed into a red Mercedes SUV. He was like, I got your shit, bitch. I'm out.
Damn.
Yeah. Then he accelerated towards her, stopped, made a 3-point turn, and struck her with the vehicle. The woman was left with road rash and bruising on her back, arms, and chest, injuries that required immediate medical attention, according to the affidavit. She called the ordeal extremely bizarre. She said, by the grace of God, I'm still standing today. And I've never experienced anything like this before. I met a lot of people who have foot fetishes, obviously, and nobody has ever done anything to this caliber.
Well,
so he fled the scene, and he was later arrested for aggravated battery. And he has since bonded out of jail. So, yep, he's going to prison.
so lesson learned, ladies.
Lesson learned, ladies. Hey, if you're gonna sell your feet pics don't meet him in person.
And definitely not a motel.
Because what if he has a machete?
Oh, you might cut those toes off.
No, whole foot,
Yeah.
right at the ankle.
Yeah, but really, seriously, don't meet people at the hotel or a motel. In a public place. Insane in the brain.
That is a public place.
Not in a motel room.
No, not in a motel room. They weren't in a motel room. They were in a restaurant in the motel. Yeah.
Still, like, gives a person the wrong idea if you meet them, even if it's in a bar in a hotel or a restaurant in a hotel. They're like, ooh, hotel. We're gonna get a little drinky drink on. Then we're gonna go to the room.
You're so crazy.
On, and I'm gonna get to see some feet.
You're so
I'm gonna
crazy.
Get to smell some toes.
You're so crazy.
Okay,
All right.
I'm done.
I hope so. Trying to get you to stop.
Blah. I'm done.
All right.
Next.
Man arrested accused of working as a nurse without a license. So dude had a license, right?
Yeah.
Dude had a license. And got his license taken away. Don't know why. The article doesn't say anything about that. So dude lives with another dude who's a nurse.
Oh.
Took his license and started trying to get jobs as a nurse.
Wow.
Yeah. So what happened was he went to this one place, right? In Volusia County. He went to this one place and he was like, yeah, here's my license. Here's this, here's that. And the hiring manager was like, okay, just sit right there. I have to go make a phone call. She called the fucking police. Yeah, she was like, this is not the guy. This ain't the guy. We're gonna fucking get him. So he got arrested. So the sheriff's office said that Kenny previously had nursing licenses in Alabama, California, and Florida. He faced discipline for repeated incidents, including providing false information, driving under the influence of drugs, and diverting drugs from his employer.
Wow.
So he was stealing drugs. He was doing all kinds of dumb shit outside of his job.
Damn.
All right, that's our show. All right, you guys can find us anywhere on all the socials. Go to whatthenuts.com, whatthenuts, NUTZ.com, to find all of our socials there and even find old episodes. You guys have a super fine when we're gone, like a fart in the wind.